Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. It is raining again. In this part of the world, uh, it now rains in the afternoon almost regularly. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there must be a message here for you. Now, even if we haven't opened yet the card, it seems that today is a day of blessings. The rain is like a blessing by the blessing of the universe to the whole of creation, or the whole of existing things. Now, somehow it replenishes. Okay, at least here in our planet, the rain somehow replenishes and renews things. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the end of the day. Okay, we have here the Two of Swords. So right now, for many of you, you are in the process of deciding on something or deciding on certain things. You are at this moment in an energy of weighing things, and the things that you are considering at this time are not completely clear. So there's a need for you to be grounded in reality, and at the same time also rely on your intuition. The moon symbolizes somehow mystery. So it's a new chapter that is beginning in your life, and you are making decision because somehow and also the decision making is a little bit challenging because you haven't seen the whole picture. Now, the important thing is to be grounded in reality and to also rely more on your intuition and the guidance coming from the universe. This can be symbolized by the blindfold of the person. When a person is blindfolded, the more they rely on the other senses, and part of those senses aside from sight are the sixth sense or the intuitive sense. Now, it's important for you to weigh things equally, to really balance things so that you will be able to discern it better, and you need your intuition to make the right decision. Oftentimes when we just rely on our conscious mind, the chances to commit a mistake in the decision making is a little bit higher. But when you combine your subconscious mind together with your conscious mind, then somehow decisions are much the making the right decision is higher. Now, oftentimes when we rely on our intuition, we need to rely on the first thoughts that come to us. Oftentimes, the first thoughts that come to us are the best things. One of the best ways to develop your intuition is actually, for example, if you are before a basket of fruits, the first fruit that catches your attention, you take it and you try to see if that fruit is really good quality. Oftentimes when you listen to your intuition, you will be surprised that the fruit that you choose is actually the best one for you. And it's an exercise. The more you do it, the more your intuition develops. So when we rely on that intuition, one of the things that we have to do are the first thoughts or the gut feelings that we have, the repeating situations or the repeating objects that we encounter, repeating numbers, the dreams or the visions that come to us when we are in our delta level, or when you are meditating, when you are in between the transition between the awakening and the dreaming state. When you are in that state, the visions that come can also be the things that are very important in your decision making. Another thing that you need to be aware of are the animals that you encounter both in your conscious and your subconscious realm. Oftentimes they are symbols of certain messages that we are receiving from the divine. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Okay, now that you are beginning a new chapter, it seems that the universe will be giving you choices. You will be choosing between things that are new. It's like choosing a new wineskin over an old wineskin. Choosing a new a new and better way of living or a new and better habit in comparison to something that is no longer helpful to us. So you try to see in the decision making, you try to, I guess the challenge for us right now as we make a decision is to try to see, is the thing that we are considering at this time still helpful to us, still beneficial for us? If it is no longer beneficial for us, then maybe there's a need for us to let it go. If it is something that is beneficial for us and it is something new, then maybe this is a gift coming from the universe that we need to welcome. Oftentimes, when something new comes, there is also that fear of the unknown, the fear of we might be making a wrong decision. Well, unless we try, we will never know. So sometimes it's also good to take some risks a little and try to see how it will further unfold. The important thing is you make a decision, and from that decision, you are able to weigh if it is beneficial or not. Now, making a decision is also something that is a learning, something that we learn. It's a learning process. So sometimes we make a wrong decision. It's okay. The important thing is we made a decision. We made a choice. Now let us try to see what is the advice of the universe for us. Well, as you make your as you begin this chapter, and as you make your choices, as you make certain decisions, maybe letting go of certain things and choosing something new, there will be challenges along the way. Just as here we have the Seven of Wands, there are challenges that this person is facing, and there will be moments of fear. When you look at the face of the Seven of Wands, the face of the person is a little bit with fear, with anxiety. So it comes because it is something new. Sometimes there will be some moments like that. But the important thing is, as you face these challenges, you have the capacity to overcome it because you are on higher ground. The higher ground for me also symbolizes that you are in touch with the divine. When you are in touch with the divine, it's easier to make the right decision, and it is easier to face life's challenges, because when you are aware that you are not alone and the divine is there, you can always rely on the divine to handle those things that are beyond your capacity. So there is that humility also. When you encounter certain challenges that is beyond your capacity, you can always humbly ask for assistance from the universe, from the divine. At the same time, you need to be well grounded so that you will not lose your balance, and that you will be able to constantly make the right decision and have the courage to face whatever challenge that will present itself along the way. So as you begin this chapter, there will be challenges, but you are on top of the situation and you have the capacity to handle it, and also the support that you need from the spirit. So this is what we have right now for our Sunset Tarot. I hope that it is helping you make a decision at this time, especially when it comes to choosing which is best and which is no longer helpful to us. Now let's go to the second part, which is insights at twilight. For our insights at twilight, the message comes from Carol Burnett, and the message is, only I can change my life. No one can do it for me. When we try to relate it to our tarot reading, the Two of Swords shows a person who is deciding on what they will do in their life. They are the one, or she is the one, who is making the choice on which direction she will take. She asks guidance from the universe, from the spirit guides through her intuition, but the final decision comes from her. When we look at also the Four of Cups, again, a person is deciding on letting go of things that no longer serve him or her, and chooses to receive, or decides whether he would receive the new cup that the universe is offering him. Again, the choice depends on the person. The challenge for us is to always listen to our inspiration, the drummer within us, our conscience, and the guidance coming from the divine. To not just go with the general point of view, and to have the courage to stand to what we believe is right, to what we somehow are passionate for. When we follow our passion, when we listen to our inner drummer, it allows us to be able to do what we are meant to accomplish in this lifetime. Somehow, this insight at twilight encourages us not to just follow what is generally accepted, but to truly follow what is burning inside us, to have that honesty to follow what we feel is right, what our conscience tells us is right. So somehow, the challenge for us is to be the one to make the decision in our life. Even if the decision is not popular, even if the decision would require us to exert effort, just like in the Seven of Wands, wherein the person encounters obstacles along the way, but courageously moves forward, courageously fights for what he believes is truly right. So that is, I feel, the challenge for us right now with the insights of twilight, to not be afraid to make decisions for ourselves, even if the decision is not popular, and even if the decision would require us to make some sacrifices in our life. So this is what we have for our insights at twilight. I hope that it is helping you at this present moment, and I hope that it gives you the courage to follow your dreams. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.